Hello, everyone. Okay, we're going to do a quick update video today. This is going to be brief but important. First, we're going to talk about the book. Then, we're going to talk about this documentary that's being bandied about or offered up to MGTOW. The book, first and foremost, we'll talk about that. The book is in its final stages. What happened was I would start on a chapter that would bloviate into another chapter, and so on and so forth. But I finally think that I have enough content that I want to put out there that I think that would make a nice book, a good book, and I think that now is the time. I'm going to take a 3 week sabbatical and focus completely and only on the book with maybe a sporadic post to Shedding of the Ego, but no posting to my YouTube channel. So I'm going to take that 3 week time period to completely finish it all up. I need to finish a chapter on race, how gynocentrism affects black men and white men in particular, idiosyncratically, if that's even a word. And I have to finish up a chapter on gay men and how, specifically in comparison to lesbians, they kind of are treated and reviled. Um, they're treated much differently and reviled by society, and whereas lesbian women are seen as much, much more acceptable. So once I finish those two chapters up, I have a doctor's appointment today, and I'm going to start a 3 week, hiatus where no YouTube content, no nothing, and I'm just going to use that to finish up the book completely. And by that time, also I want editors, anybody who's willing to volunteer, so that I can start sending preliminary chapters to. Or any of you that want to contact me in regards to that can do so on my email. That's barbarossa930@gmail.com. BARBAROSSAA 930@gmail. So also, now is the time, gentlemen, if you're interested in writing for Shedding of the Ego. That's my website. If you don't know about it, a link is going to be in the description box. Check that out. If you're interested in writing for it, I'm not going to be concentrating on the website for this 3 week period. So, now would be the time if you want to, get your content out of there. And I'm more than happy to link back to your channel. If you guys want to write for Shedding of the Ego, please let me know at that email address, and I'll gladly, see if I can get your content posted on there. So I'm going to focus on the book completely during this time period, which starts tomorrow because I have a doctor's appointment today and I have to take care of some stuff. And then by then, we're going to start, hopefully, the process of getting it published. It's going to be an ebook, and I told you guys that from the start. Well, who knows if it's like really successful? Maybe we could go the hardcover route. The only thing that I haven't really established yet about the book is a title. I don't know what I'm going to call this book at this point. I'm going to figure that out within the next 3 weeks. So anyway, gentlemen, that's what's going on with the book. In 3 weeks, we should have some sort of, that's my estimation, we should have some sort of something done here. I know you guys have waited very long and been very patient, and I appreciate that. I think that in many respects, I have some of the best subscribers on YouTube. They understand that, this can't be rushed. And I know, you guys have waited a long time, but, I couldn't rush this. I just couldn't do it. I wouldn't feel proud of it if I did. So, gentlemen, that's what's going on with the book. Now, we're going to move on with the documentary. Nikos and CS MGTOW. These are two really good MGTOW. Their channels are going to be linked in the description box. They were contacted, I guess, if I understand correctly, and we've had conversations about this, but I'm going to keep that in private. But the details that I can share is that they've been contacted by the BBC, or I believe actually an MRA, it might have been Tom Golden, I'm unsure, was contacted by the BBC in hopes of doing a documentary on MGTOW. Of course, MGTOW are going to be suspicious of something like this. This is the mainstream media. We don't trust them. At this point, we enjoy a bit of scrutiny, or I'm sorry, insulation from scrutiny. in comparison to portions of the manosphere, such as the men's rights movement or even the PUAs, who at this point are receiving like lifetime bans or petitions for lifetime bans from like Western, major Western countries. I think Roosh was just there's a petition to like ban Roosh from Canada, entering Canada or something along those lines, which is just bizarre. But anyway, so yeah, they approached the manosphere, or members of the manosphere, specifically about a documentary dealing with the topic of MGTOW. And MGTOW have a right to be suspicious of this because, more than likely it's going to be a hit piece if we were to participate in something like that. At some point, of course, we have to, the mainstream media is going to focus its magnifying glass on us, and there's nothing that we can do about that. But I think that, we should be very suspicious of this. I think that we shouldn't give them our time unless they're willing to show some sort of preliminary, like rough draft under signature and contractual obligation that they do not portray us in a negative light or something along those lines. I mean, I think that the MGTOW that would take part in that would have to have some sort of preview of the rough draft of the documentary and some sort of guarantee that they're not going to just, portray us as women-hating, violent, crazy individuals or whatever. There was even some rumor, and I'm not going to share how I know this, but there was even some rumor that these people are trying to connect us to like right-wing extremism, right-wing radicalism, and all that. I've been telling, MGTOW specifically to get away from politics for a long time for this very reason. I don't care if you're like a libertarian in your views and all of that, or, conservative in your views and all of that, but the dogmatic, conservative types that really are just religionists, political religionists, we don't want to be branded with that. I know that we don't care about what the mainstream media thinks, but we also shouldn't help them, right? From what I understand, it's very possible that agenda is underway with this documentary effort. Again, I have to keep conversations in private that I've had in private, but it's something that we should be cognizant of, and I think that it's worth mentioning here. So, gentlemen, that's what's going on. So again, starting tomorrow, I'm going to put the final finishing touches on the book. I'm going to figure out a title, and we'll see if we can get something in your hands very soon. Thank you for listening, gentlemen.